ass load of work series or live stream, whatever. I got my frame fixed up. It's made of hopes and dreams, meaning I hope it don't fall apart. And I had a dream it did last night. So let's freaking rock and roll. I'm gonna set y'all right here. Y'all just hang tight. Thank you. Oh man, it's gonna be a long day. Got to gas this thing up. Oh shoot, we got some more gas, but we got a full tank. That ought to take us pretty far. We got it flowing. Oh man. What's good, y'all? Critter Getter. I'm working on your stuff right now, bro. Look, that's about half of your fur, maybe right there. It's rehydrated, the rest of it. But I always like to hit them with a pressure washer, man. It helps them that much more. Multi-Deuce, what up? All right, y'all. Just a second. Let me go turn all this on. Bias Crayfish, what's up, dog? Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, check this out. I gotta take this off because I didn't plan that part right. But man, I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I got like 11 deer hides that I was skinning the tails on them, and I ain't got my tail stripper broke, so I got another one ordered. So I just had to do it all with a razor blade. 2543. Man, I think I remember, dude. Math. You're like the only one that has math in their name. Dude, forgive me. There's so many of you awesome people out there. But hey, welcome back, man. Keep showing up. I'll definitely remember you. I got a bad memory anyway. Sucks. Dude, I look like I'm fixing to go to freaking war or something weird. Anyway. I am going to war with these hides. And y'all check this out. I finally got a set of 4. I got 4 of clamps. So I ain't got, you were cleaning the bear hide that day. Oh yeah, bro. I remember you. Yeah. Man, y'all, this board right here is standing on its last leg. I've absolutely got to get another. I'm fixing to build a whole nother deal. This thing is, it's got a hole in it. It's all jacked up. We're gonna make it work today. Check this out. I'm gonna show y'all. Took a screenshot, didn't mean to. Second. And that one vegan guy going nuts in the comments. Oh yeah, dude, I totally remember. I totally remember. Oh, what a great day. What a glorious time that was. How well we did. All right, check this out. I'm gonna try to do this in such a way that it will not fail. I may not be able to see y'all's comments right now. That's a bummer because I love your comments. But I'm sacrificing my vocal engagement just so you guys can see what I got going on here. I've got a tarp out so hides don't get on the dirt, crap like that. But what we're working with right now is these hides have been rehydrated. I'm going to get them kind of out of the sun because that's no good. But these were dried fur and they've now been rehydrated. I don't know if you can tell, you know, they got soapy suds in them. They've been degreased. So what we're going to do right now is throw them right here, try the old clamp out for the first time. Oh, that's so much better than those stupid C clamps, man. Those are actually really useful. So I'll just put them right there. But yeah, check it out. We're going to clean these rehydrated fur. All right. So I'm just going to let you check that out. And what I'm doing right now, I'm blasting any dirt out of the fur. I am, let me see. I am getting the soap out so it doesn't raise the pH of the pickle bag. So we're just cleaning the fur up. And I'll say, if you have fur that's slipping, I wouldn't do this. But this fur is in super good shape. So we're going to do this. There you go. I mean, that side is totally cleaned up on the fur. And then we're going to do this side. Right, chow. All right. And when you get done with that, you're going to need to turn it inside out. So, because when you put it in the pickle bath, you want the skin side out. That's where all the pickle and everything is going to penetrate most effectively. It hardly won't at all through the epidermis of the fur side. Oh, that's a big word. All right. And we also want to get all the soap off of this side as well. But I don't know why I was doing that. Anyway, but watch this transformation. You see the color of that skin? All right. It kind of feels rubbery. It feels like it has a layer of something that I don't like on there. So we're going to knock all that off. Turn this. And if there's any membrane on there, any extra anything, now's the time to get it off. And with a pressure washer, it don't take but just a second. Now look at that, dude. It looks like a freshly skinned hide all over again. So what I'm gonna do is pull it up and work those legs down yonder. But basically whatever my rehydrating bath couldn't do, I'm doing right now. I'm finishing the rehydrating process. And what I mean by rehydrated, these skins were fleshed and dried, and you know, they hadn't been salted, so we got to rehydrate it. Oh yeah. And so there's like 6 coyotes and that OSB board you're looking at right there. Well, I'm feeling pretty good today. Mild fleshing, but not bad. Just a slight amount of membrane and whatnot on here. You can actually get away with leaving some of this on. So while I'm here, I might as well take anything off. But why not? Bam, that's a totally rehydrated freaking coyote. How about that? Alright, so this thing's been degreased and whatnot, so for now, we're going to lay this out and just allow it to drain and grab another one. Guys, I'm so sorry. I can't see the comments right now. It's just because of the way this phone is put up in this mount on my chest, so. Critter Getter said, I recognize the coyote. I messed up his nose. I was like, man, yeah, Critter Getter. He just don't want that nose on that one. Mr. Math, no, it don't ruin the hide. I mean, it can, but you just have to be incredibly mindful of what exactly you're doing. Yo, I'm gonna, oh man, I don't know. My hands are so wet. I don't know if I can unscrew this thing. What's up, Oak Ridge, man? We're getting after it. This is Critter Getter's hides right here, where they've been rehydrated. They're all nice and soft and good again. So they've been in the degreaser all night. So we're gonna get the soap out of them now. Any grease that's been broke down, dirt, all that crap. Get all the soap off, the fur side and the flesh side. And we're gonna get them in a pickle bath. We're getting that dog smell off right now. Yeah, we're getting that dog out of them. Oak Ridge, I see you are grinding on YouTube, dude. Super happy for you, man. Alright. Yo, what's up, Sterling Sloan? Sterling Sloan. Are you related to Bo Sloan? No problem, Oak Ridge. Thank you, Oak Ridge. So I can see y'all's comments as they come up. Just, again, it's just because of the way that... Holy crap. This coyote rehydrated beautifully. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Probably the best rehydration I've ever had. I don't even know what to say. Good job, Critter Getter. That's just right there. That's just good flushing right there. That's what that is. If you flush a hide, dry it, and then rehydrate it, and it comes back white without hitting it with a pressure washer, you did a good job. That's straight up. And right now, I'm still going to hit it because I'm going to knock all the grease off of it. Here we go. Man. All right, that makes 2. Oh yeah. Number 3 coyote. Again, we're just taking out all of the soap that's on this thing, all the dirt that was broke down from the degreasing bath, and all that good stuff, you feel me? That's what we're doing. One good thing about this too, I mean, any shed hair that's in here, man, you're blowing that crap out without taking the hair that's good. I've got a 3100 PSI pressure washer. It's gas powered. It's strong as crap. But with the right distance of this here turbo nozzle, you can be safe and effective without tearing a hole or pulling hair out. I mean, whatever was in this coyote hide ain't no more, all right? Ain't no more. There's no way around it. Just freaking not. These clamps are awesome. Screw those freaking C clamps. We're just going through here, washing these hides up. So I'm pretty excited about building a new flushing station. This OSB, I mean, you can see down there how it catches all the little bits and pieces that the pressure washer takes off. I'm gonna clean this whole area up. This is rough, y'all. I mean, I've just been doing what I can. Look at Critter Getter reminiscing. Heck yeah. That's what I like about doing this type of work and having a YouTube, because you can watch me work on it, you know, if you want to. And I tell everybody that, like, you know, I'm gonna tan your hide and you can watch. So you can see how that face was started out real white. The rehydration bath, you know, it rehydrated it, but well, I'm sorry, it started off real dark like that. That means, you know, you can get more water in there. You can get more. So I'm forcing water into those parts. See that? Beautiful. And so these pelts here were already fleshed, so we're not, you know, if I see anything that's on here, I'm gonna take it off. I mean, that's what I'm here for right now. But these are fleshed really well, so I'm not having to do really any of that. Just a little bit here and there. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Some big coyotes. Bigger than what Arkansas's got to offer, I'll tell you that. There you go, here's number 3. Here's number 4. Dude, you did a freaking great job taking the cartilage out of these noses, man. Just good looking stuff. All right, y'all. May very well be one of the last days I use this flushing board here, because I'm getting ready to build another one. Flesh. Oh yeah, this one's got the bottom paws on it. Back paws. Back paws. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a pretty one right here. It's just one of those batches I just can't wait to get done and see. It's gonna be freaking cool. What's up, Cedric? What's up, 452? Yeah, man, you zip tied up. I'm gonna start using zip ties though. I've had a few taxidermists bring some stuff in that's been zip tied and labeled like that. I like it better than the tag that I bought. You know, they're color coded, easy to write on. Stuff like that. And it's like these things were never dried out. They're like completely restored. Pretty cool. I'm cheating. You do as many hides as I do and you tell me I'm cheating. You won't. You'll be like, man, dude, you're a genius. That's fact, Jack. Alright, so this one here, like some of these hides, some coyotes look real good. Sometimes you'll get something like this right here. This is a badger and thicker skin, and it won't look like, okay, that didn't really rehydrate good. Well, just watch this. And even if it doesn't rehydrate good this first go around, we'll put it in the pickle bath anyway, and we'll bring it back to this spot. This thing, any hide like this will get rehydrated, 100%. I just don't look like we're gonna have that problem. Any hide that's got that's a super greasy hide, you always have this problem. It's not necessarily a problem, but it's somewhat of mountain to climb when it comes to rehydrating, just because you all good, Kent. Just because even though you flesh them and you take all the fat off of them, there's always going to be grease residue remaining on the skin itself. So when you hang it up and you stretch it out on a board or whatever you do, and you dry it, that grease is going to get in that skin, and that's what kind of gives it that caramely color to it, and it creates mild fat burn. That's kind of, you know, fat burn will make skins hard, right? It'll give it hard spots, and they're kind of hard to get out. Coons and badgers, you know, beaver can definitely be that way, but this pressure washer seriously helps solve that problem by forcing oil in there and getting rid of those remaining fats. Man, the more you know. Let's get after it. Yeah, so it's, you know, that caramel color is slowly going away. And you got to be careful. I mean, you got to leave that pressure washer on there longer than you'd like. I mean, it'll freaking eat a hole. But I don't have it at an angle that would cut into it. I'm holding it high above it and over it at a slight angle, just slight. Being super careful. You just got to read the skin. So what's going to happen here is just breaking up all those hard spots. And when I put it in the pickle, it's going to be able to more easily absorb that pickling acid and salt and everything. And like I said, we'll bring it back over here if we need to. And we might need to. And if we do, it is what it is. It's all about just doing what you got to do to the hide. You know what I'm saying? Y'all 139 folks on here, please hit me with a like if you appreciate the work that I'm doing right now. Simply, if you're just enjoying this live stream at all, even like a little bit, just double tap that screen and hook me up with a like, y'all. I sure do appreciate it. Because look, I'm just sitting right here looking down doing this crap. Alright? Thanks for the likes, y'all. Hit me up with a like on this live stream and let me get a subscriber or two, man, if y'all don't mind. If y'all want to see more of this stuff. Alright, back at it. Yeah, pressure washer, man. I'm telling you, if I didn't have a pressure washer, I don't know what I'd freaking do on these dried hides. I just wouldn't be able to do them. You know? I don't think anyway. I mean, I guess I'd find a way, but you know what I'm saying? It'd be very difficult. You have to warm the water up pretty good. So we'll flip it here. And we'll get up under those arms. And guys, you know, even with, it doesn't matter what kind of hide. See, that's so much softer than what it was already. Anyway, there's a badger, but I can't stress it enough. I've said it so many times. But if you're trying to get a hide super soft, you're gonna want to. Let me check something. Okay, good. You're gonna want to freaking oil the crap out of it. I mean, oil in a hide You ever had a hide that was super brittle and you could like rip it? You know, that's just a super dry hide. You know, feels like poster board. It's because there ain't no oil in there. It's super dry, man. It's been saturated with salt for weeks. So here's a raccoon right here, and you can see it's got that same caramely color to it. I've hit it, but it's just because of the fat that's in the skin. They're kind of like a bear. They got fat like in their skin, not just on the outside of it. I know it's a badger. He's working on my fur right now. Show is critter getter. He's like, man, that's. I wish I could have seen that. Pickling your first deer hiding. Can't figure out why I'm losing fur. It's either because of you waited too long to flush it, and the fur was already slipping, or it's because your pH is too high in your pickle bath. Do you have pH strips? I'm gonna say 9636. Yo, what's up, Brittany? We getting after it. We getting after it. Yeah, man. Cause that pickle bath, as long as your pH is below 2, that fur won't slip, unless it was already starting to slip before you put it in there. I heard a guy on YouTube one time say, if you gotta treat your fur like you're gonna eat it. And now I wouldn't take my food and pressure wash the crap out of it, but you know, I'm cleaning it, making sure it's clean. You know what I'm saying? You get the idea. Come on. Because all the skin was full, you know. So like if you're gonna keep the hide, you gotta make sure that you flush it in a timely manner. Like if you wait too long, or maybe leave too much membrane on there, you know what I'm saying? The salt is not gonna penetrate. It's all kinds of factors. And me doing fur for clients, I don't take any shortcuts, because I want to make sure that one, I do a good job, and two, I cover my own ass, because you know, fur slips on some of the fur that I do, but it's straight up, it ain't because of me. I mean, I'm just straight up. There's no way around that. Now, if I quit tanning hides the way I tan them, then it would be on me. But it's just all about fur handling. And what's up, Michigan Outdoors? Thank you, man. Ag rail, so you pressure wash all the hair off it and you just want the skin? No, I'm just cleaning the hair. Let's see it. Yep, I have pH strips. I froze it with the flesh on immediately after killing the deer. Well, man, the only way the hair is going to slip is if bacteria gets into the hair follicle, right? So somewhere along the way, after it was killed, bacteria had a chance to get into the hair follicle and, you know, destroy it. So you just have to ask yourself, what did I do wrong? Just because that's all it is, man. It's just a learning deal. So if you didn't, you know, and I'll tell you one thing, like when you thaw a hide out, man, that's the most dangerous time right there for that hide, because you just imagine just sitting there thawing out, and the outside of the skin is going to thaw before the center of that wad of fur does. So it's sitting out there exposed to the elements and warmer weather, depending on how you thawed it and all that. I'll tell you what, man, I don't practice this all the time, but I do for like bear and stuff. Like I'll take an old pickle bath that's still acidic, and I'll thaw hides in that because it acts like a bactericide. But yeah, man, I hate that for you, dude. But something happened in between the time you killed that hide and you put it in the pickle. Maybe the pH rose a little bit while it was in there and you had to adjust it or something. Or it just simply sat out too long while it was thawing. Something. Hey, no problem, man. I'm just, I can't give a straight answer because I don't know, you know what I mean? But I can give you very likely possibilities of what could have happened, and maybe something to look at later on. I bet the trees are sucking up all that nutrients. Oh yeah, man. Like, dude, there's so many worms under that crap, dude. Like, I got fishing. I don't even got to go buy no worms. Because that's pine tree, man. We got pine needles here, and there's some good soil up under there. But yeah, this ain't bad right here. But unfortunately, I'm fixing to clean all that crap up. And build a whole new flushing deal, so all that stuff isn't like that. I just had to throw all this crap together, and I've been using it ever since. So, man, y'all can't even hear how loud this pressure washer is, can you? I literally can't even hear myself talk. I'm just talking out loud in my own head. It's such a weird thing, man. Crazy as crap. It's freaking me out. Alright. Dude, I wish y'all could have seen what these hides look like, because holy crap. All I mean by that is that when you take a dried fur and you just totally restore it, it's not a crazy amount of work, it's just kind of knowing what to do to get it to do what you want it to do. Oh. Gotta watch out on these pressure washers, man. It says 3100 psi. Oftentimes it's blowing at, a lot less than that, and then it'll kick up and hit 3100. Last coyote right here. So Critter Getter, if you're watching, I've already done everything else, and they're all in the pickle bath right now. That's just all I had for today. Oh yeah, I do need some chickens. I've been wanting to buy some, but I just don't have any time to do anything else but what I'm doing right now. But that's just how much I love it. Woo! Chronic Outdoors, what is up, man? Good to see you on here. So y'all need to go check out Chronic Outdoors, Critter Getter, Oak Ridge. Y'all need to check all of them out. Oh yeah, dude. Let me see what... Oh yeah, I'm in the backyard, bruh. Yeah, I'm in the backyard. You want to talk about some clean fur? I mean, the pressure washer will clean every strand of fur. It's so, you can flush hides with it. You can clean hides with it. You can rehydrate hides with it. And if you get really mad at one, you can absolutely destroy it with it. So we're gonna do that. But it really helps in the degreasing process because I mean, I'm blowing all that broken down grease out. And you're just getting it. Using a pressure washer, I mean, you're doing the best you can on getting grease out. I mean, it's forcing water in the skin all the way through the fur. Getting rid of that puppy dog smell. Yeah. So I got 3 pickle baths right now, and I'm preparing to get my 4th one made up probably tomorrow. And oh yeah, man, lots of freaking fur right now. And unfortunately, right now I only have 55-gallon drums for pickle baths. I really want those. Those 250-gallon vats that are like on those plastic pallets. Anyway, I've got one for pumping out old pickling solution, degreaser, and all that crap, but hopefully one day I'll have enough space to just have like 10 of those vats and just freaking get after it. Anyway. Oh yeah, no, yeah. This the fur is nice. There's nothing in there because I mean, even for you, if you're flushing with a flushing knife, you don't want no cockleburs or matted fur because it'll cause holes in the skin when you're flushing them. Oh yeah. The critter getter knows that. I'm just sharing that for anybody that may not. Critter getter, how do you feel about being able to watch your hides get worked on, or your fur? This is taking off these have already been fleshed with a fleshing knife, but if there's any remaining membrane or anything I see, I take it off. But primarily I've degreased these hides, and I'm taking off the soap and any leftover fat residue, grease, anything like that. And I'm also like pressing water into in any areas that didn't rehydrate fully. And making sure that they're fully rehydrated and fully cleaned off before I put them in the pickle bath. tell you, you know, one good thing about hitting these hides with a pressure washer and cleaning them off with soap and all that stuff, they're super clean, you know. So you got that pickle bath, right? And you can get, you know, you can kill two birds with one stone, man. I just put a little mustard in there, you know, some seasoning, some dill, and let's throw some cucumbers in there, man, and just make me some pickles while I'm pickling hides. I don't freaking do that bull crap. That's gross. You would do that, wouldn't you? I ain't gonna do that. It's nasty. Anyway. I know there was a couple people. At least two people was like, oh my God. Does he really do that? Yeah, Oak Ridge, cover for me, man. I'm severely occupied. Oh man, dude, I got a whole like giant bull cowhide to bring back here. I ain't ready for it, man. Oh, forgive me. Let's see here. All right, man. What we got? Another badger. I mean, look at that. Dude, that ain't even like, that ain't like half of just this order. Now look at this. So cool, man. Badger. Badger love. I love badger. All right, let's get it. I can tell you right now, that one rehydrated beautifully. And even in the degreasing bath, I'll always pull the hair and just see if any's coming out. And there ain't none coming out. Because I throw a little bit of acid in there too, just to make darn sure it don't. Dude, you know, if you wash your hair in the shower, like, let's say you didn't take a shower in like a week, right? Now, I know none of y'all do that, but say you didn't take a shower in a week, you're gonna have real oily hair. Well, these dudes never take no showers, you know what I mean? They got oily hair. And you know, when you don't take that shower in that week, you know who you are. And your hair is all super oily and all kind of matted together a little bit. And it's just like, oh, I gotta take a shower. And you go wash your hair, and how it's all clean and fluffy and just totally different and vibrant. That's what's happening right here, man. That's what's going down. They ain't had no shower and I'm hooking them up. The season's closed. Well, I ain't gonna give you no advice. That ain't no good. Just wait till next season. He'll be there. Yeah, he gonna be there. Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all watching. I'm trying to cut up a little bit of jokes, whatever. these got the front paws on them, so I'm gonna get up underneath there. All right, skin side out now. We got to pull those paws in too. The thing about a pickle bath is that you have to have all the fur exposed, or all the skin exposed. So like if you got legs deep down in there, you got to pull them out, man. Pickle bath ain't, you know, you got to help it out a little bit. You can't reach every nook and cranny. These are kind of difficult to get out, or to get inside out. They have giant paws. I tell you what. Here we go. No, I was wrong. Man, do y'all like this freaking perspective? Like I have y'all on my chest cam. I mean, normally I have y'all on a tripod way over there and you don't know what the frick I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, thinking about y'all. Love you. Love you. All right, man, we got a good live on here. 176 people and only 43 likes, man. Why don't y'all just come on? I work on this. Y'all get to work on them likes, man. Y'all just hit that like button for me. Help me out. Don't do that. Yo, dude, you gonna be blocked. You gonna go bye-bye. Dude, I hope you're one of those people that don't like killing animals. I hope, man. Because we all need a little bit of entertainment on here. I mean, I know I'm super entertaining, but we need a freaking liberal nut on here. I said it. I'll say it again. Oh, I don't like to endorse freaking being hateful, but I'll gladly entertain people that come on here being hateful. Anyway, we got a fox. Got to be careful with a fox, man. They got thin skin. You want to make a soft pelt, and a fox. They're pretty easy to get soft. Now, I'm not relying on this pressure washer to clean everything out of here. I mean, most of it. But the fur tumbler will freaking knock everything off. Anything remaining, if there's any like dried blood that's still in here, that tumbler's gonna knock it off. Shouldn't be anything still in here really, but I'm just saying, if there is. Dude, when I first started using a pressure washer, I remember watching tails just fly through the woods over there, man. I was like, what am I doing wrong? Yeah, it's like an endless amount of soap. It's all good. We're getting it out for the most part. Just enough to not mess with the pH of the pickle, man. I mean, this stuff's going to be submerged for like, the next 4 days. Could be even longer. Alright. So here we go. The delicate fox skin. I won't be taking, it looks super clean. Like, there's not going to be any membrane on here. I'm telling you, with this 3100 PSI pressure washer with the turbo nozzle, I flush squirrel hides, even though I could literally lay it on my knee and freaking flush it with a knife in like 10 minutes. I mean, they're easy to do, but I flush everything with this thing because I do it for the cleaning effect as well. Alright, Critter Getter, that is going to make rehydrating your hides complete. Alright, turn that thing off. So, man, we got a lot of hides to freaking flesh. Alright, so these, for the most part, have been draining. And so now we'll just throw them over my arm for my skin to absorb all this crap. All right. I don't know how many are here right now. I didn't even count. Oops. All right. Can y'all hear me now? I think my microphone was jacking up, so no more microphone. Oh well, it was good while it lasted. Yeah, you can see why I need that. All right, good deal. You can see why I need a bigger pickling bass. Like earlier, I was talking about wanting the 250-gallon vat for pickling hides. I mean, so when you have this many in 155-gallon barrel like this, you just have to stir it a lot more. All right, and you got to check the pH more often and adjust it a little bit more. But when it's like this, I mean, typically, I'll get something to press all this down here in a little bit. 3 days at minimum. Like that cowhide, I'll leave it in there for about 5 days. It's got way thicker skin than any of this stuff, and it's going to take a little bit longer for the pickle to penetrate. But you can see all the skins floating up and exposing the top of the skins in the pickle. All right, hang on, guys. I'm gonna have to use my shirt to freaking undo this because my hands are so freaking wet. All right, I'm gonna turn this around. All right, hello. So y'all gonna have to go on the tripod now because I'm fixing to get a big old cowhide up in here and flush it. And anytime I'm flushing a big hide like that, the water comes back on me pretty hard. So don't need to have you on my chest because it'll ruin my phone. All right, you guys. All right. I'm gonna take this freaking thing off now. Oh yeah. So yeah, I fixed my frame today. It was all these little joists here. Some of them were falling off, and I actually have 4x4s scabbed at 2 feet. These are 8-foot 4x4s with a 2-foot extension on each. What is it? This corner here and that corner down. Man, this is difficult. That freaking corner right there, you can see they're freaking scabbed together, just so I can make it 10 feet. I didn't have the money at the time to build a 10-foot frame, but I'm actually I'm thinking about building another one and working on my tumbler a little bit, replacing some of the walls and cleaning it up in there and using a different medium, like totally getting away from corn. Oh my gosh, look at all these hides in here. We gotta flush this crap. We gotta flush this. He's up next. So what I'm gonna do right now is, like, I know it's gonna take me just a little bit. Good boy, I can't hear your slurp. Keep going. What are you talking about? Man, got it. Anyway, we always got haters. I'm assuming you're a hater. Anyhow, it's gonna take me a minute. What's up, Outlandish? It's gonna take me a minute to do this cowhide, so I'm gonna go ahead and store some of these hides in this freezer right here until I can get to them, because they're thawed out. And these are axis deer hides, so they need to just stay chilled out for a little bit. And a lot of these are actually freezer burned really bad, so that kind of sucks. But whatever. I just keep it cool in here. We got a few half-axis hides here. Oh yeah, it's a big hide. But I'm just throwing them in a deep freezer right now, just to keep them chilled. I don't, I've been letting them sit out here thawing, but I don't need to. This one here is not completely thawed. It's just freaking freezer dry. But this one here is fleshed already. I've just been waiting on it to customer fleshed it. So I'm just waiting on it to thaw out and I'll salt it. That'll be the end of that. I got like 6 axe sides salting right now. I can't remember how many there are. There's a freaking bunch of them. So I'm trying to, I've been hoping that these would all be thawed out by the time I got done rehydrating and cleaning those other ones. All right, this one's gonna sit out. It'll take too long to figure that out. But, and then this one here is still frozen. Yeah, it looks like it, but man, we had a cold snap hit yesterday and that always ruins it. So the temperature's dropped, but it's gonna start picking back up tomorrow, I think. Yeah, every time we get a cold snap, it's like the crappie just shut down. Dude, this deer has a lot of fur on it, like super thick fur. I'm just pulling this hide apart so it will fall a little bit faster. So I'm just pulling apart, but you can see here, see how it's nice, full skin, then you have this crap, 2 different things. That's freezer burned right there. Like this thing's been in the freezer forever. But I just treat them like a dried fur. Ooh. Yeah, treat them like a dried fur, get them rehydrated, and freaking get back after it. Dang, it's like 68 here. It's crazy. Y'all are way up north. All right, here we go. We're gonna throw this freaking giant cowhide over my shoulders and we're gonna get out there and flesh it. Man, I've just finished a cowhide of this same freaking color. It's a big cowhide. I mean, I'm just gonna tell you right now, this cowhide easily weighs, it's well over 100 pounds. There ain't no freaking doubt. All right, backyard, fun country boy. We'll see you later. Thanks for watching, man. All right, let me see. Just thinking about something I forgot. Oh yeah, hold on. Man, 60 ain't bad. All right. Dang, that's more than 100 pounds, I'm gonna tell you right now. And it's just sloppy. Okay. Let's get it back there. Yeah, when they're just sloppy like this, like there ain't no securely holding this over your shoulder. Need a freaking wheelbarrow or a cart or something. Oh yeah, we're about to make it a lot lighter though. Almost feel like I'm about to lose it, so I gotta hold it with 2 hands instead of just one. All right. Oh shit, we about to be screwed. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Oh, shit. Yeah, definitely my last time with this board because it's about to break right now. That's why I say we're about to be screwed. Woo, that shit's heavy. Oh yeah, I'm telling you. I walked them cowhides like 40 yards back here. They ain't freaking light. Your boy working hard and I need a freaking wheelbarrow. I'm gonna get one though. I'm out of freaking breath. All right, here we go. Out of freaking breath. All right, here we go. We gotta I just do half at a time when I'm doing these. Let some hang over the edge here. So let's see here. Perfect world. Okay, I see what's going on. Dang. This is an 8x4. This thing's about 8 feet long. So this is a freaking giant freaking hide. All right, y'all, I gotta get after it. Oh yeah, it's a big hide. All right, I'm gonna get some water real quick, man. Y'all bear with me. All right, y'all. So y'all aren't gonna be able to hear me for a while because my microphone freaking jacked up on me. But which I'm looking for my freaking apron. I took it off in here. My mind goes all over the place. Oh yeah, walking that cowhide back here. Jeez. All right, let's see. Here we go. Yeah. Time is it 2:20? I'm gonna tell you right now. We might have to flush these deer hides tomorrow. That's what I'm thinking. I ain't got many to flush, so I'll probably end up flushing today. Because I got other things I need to do tomorrow. But yeah, y'all ain't gonna be able to hear me for a minute, man. I'll try to put that microphone back in and see if it'll work. And if it will, I'll keep it in. I'll keep yapping away. Yap, yap. But yeah, again, I can't put the camera on the chest mount because it'll get soaking wet flushing a cowhide, just like I'm gonna get. Like, it's all good though, because we gotta do it. We gotta friggin' do it. It's a big cowhide. All right, y'all. Let me see. Sometimes if you just stick this thing in here, yeah, it's still got battery, so it should freaking work, man. It should freaking work. Double tap your screen, folks. Please hook me up. Is the microphone working? Hey, thanks, Tim Trio. Yeah, let me know if this microphone is working. Cool. All right, y'all. Here we go. Let me get all the stuff out of the way. I'm gonna do a high tanning ASMR. I get so tired, I'm gonna get a little delusional. Here we go. I'm being dramatic. All right, y'all. Here. Okay. All right. I'm just goofing, man. I'm goofing. All right, let's go. Let's see how these clamps do on this cowhide. I don't know. They're kind of small. Dude, this thing is falling apart. This freaking board, man. It's like, I don't know. I put a lot of cowhides on here, and every other kind of hide that you could freaking think of. Loud and clear. Right on. Right on. Right on. Here we go. Here we go. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, man. Here we go. Ah, yeah. Sometimes something. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, dude, we gotta build another flushing station. You'll probably hear me say it 1,000 times because that's how my brain works. Big hide, sitting directly in the sun. Oh well, it is what it is. Let's roll. First, we gotta get a lower decky in. Nicotine. All right. Oh, bull crap. Come on. Let's put the chest mount on, dude. Y'all need to see what's good. You know, I was just looking at it, and I was thinking, there's not really that much fat and stuff on this particular cowhide. Sometimes they're freaking caked up, you know what I'm saying? But, this one ain't, so I'm gonna put this back on. I'm gonna get y'all in. Feeling it? Ain't got no gas in it. Well, one time it didn't have no gas in it. Yeah, we got 106 views right now. Alright. Yeah, I need to take the phone off the tripod. Alright, come on. Yeah, you ain't gotta be smart to pan hides. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Get y'all in right here. As the comments come up, I will be able to read them. It's gonna be kind of hard because the sun is directly behind me. That's stuck in my mustache. Alright, here we go. That's what I'm looking at. Holy freaking crap. Here we go.
Y'all are with me, man. No going back. Hopefully the lens doesn't get super wet. The main thing to do is just get a line started. So initially you have to cut through the flesh all the way down to the skin. And I don't like leaving much of anything on. Dang, I'm getting a little bit.
A little bit of backlash off this water. It'll be alright. And this is tough bull, so this is around the neck and stuff. I mean, it's just gonna take a minute to flush this hide. And believe it or not, I had my phone fully charged before I started this live because I'm trying to freaking go, man. I mean, come on. Look how thick this skin is, dude. You see that? I gotta thin all that down, bro. Oh, God. Alright, yeah, it's gonna take hours. Hours to thin all that down. Demetrio, you also a YouTuber? Yo, what's up, man? Y'all go check his channel out. Appreciate you, man. Oh, yeah, it works good, dude. I mean, look how white that is and how unwhite that is. Watch it. 3,100 PSI. And I find that 3,100 PSI is a good balance. Like I said, I flush hides as small as a squirrel. And as you see right now, this big giant cowhide. I mean, you got to be careful. You'll notice how I got this whenever I work on anything else, a lot of times I'm back here. But on this cowhide, I'm right on it, man. It's tougher, you know. It's got thicker skin, more forgiving, because I'm not going to blow a hole through this thing unless I just hold it on there. And even that will take a minute. Oh yeah, dude, this is the freaking way. If you're going to flush a bunch of hides, and it's not super cold where you're at, man, it's the freaking way to do it, dude. You almost need sunglasses when the sun's beaming down on it because of how white that is right there. It's going to take a minute. I'm not going to let my finger off the trigger. Rainbow. Dude, that's really cool. I can't even see that rainbow, like, without looking through my phone. That shows you how limited human sight is. Yet we base our whole belief system on it sometimes. Only if you can't see it, don't believe it if you can't see it. Type mentality, very limited mentality. Anyhow, think about that. Oh man, let me read some comments. Oh yeah, you guys. Man, I'm gonna need some sunglasses, dude. Like, I'm about to go blind from the skin. I ain't got no sunglasses though. Pulling that skin tight when I act crazy like that. Man, thank y'all for watching, dude. I just can't tell y'all how much that means to me. For real. I mean, I can sit back here and do this. Takes like zero skill. The only thing I'm looking for is to make sure I get down to the smooth skin, like those blood vessels, if y'all can even see those. Man, my screen is dirty. Anyway, just make sure I'm getting the blood out. Oh my gosh, thanks. Sunglasses on demand. That's pretty cool. I ain't gonna go blind now. Heck yeah, that's so nice. Alright. Oh yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That helps.
I had to let my eyes adjust a little bit. I was literally getting blinded. I was just going to keep going. Yo, I'm going to get this scrap 2x4 over here and just kind of prop this thing up. Look, that's my degreasing bath. That was clear, soapy water. Look how dirty that is, man.
That's just because the degreasing bath is effective. Highly effective, if you will. Alright, anyway, come on. Let me prop this up. There we go. Just so it's not got so much pressure on that crack spot. Alright. Gonna have to stretch this out. It's a big hive, man. This is probably the biggest cow hive I've done this year. So far. Holy freaking crap. Well, it might be good crappie fish now. The sun blaring down like that. Might have to put this cowhide back in the freezer. Hit the lake real quick and see if they come up. That ain't gonna happen. Now that we got a lime across the top, I like to just start working it down in sections. Do a little section at a time. It ain't physically hard to do, but mentally you just have to stay with it, and you'll get it done. You gotta be careful because the skin will turn white before all the membrane comes off. You just gotta look for all them scraggly little pieces that are still hanging on. They're gonna be white, just like the skin. And that little bit overhanging, I'll have to pull that up and get that. But I'll just go as, yo, I didn't mean to do that. No, I don't play Roblox. I don't play any games. I just work. Work, fish, hunt, kids. Do it like the old days. Use a blade. Tan as many hides as I do and tell me that. See if you can hang. Anyway, so what I like to do is just go until my cord hits. That's as far down as I'll go. I love when people are like that. Use a blade. People always gotta hate. Better you than me. Love you. Oh man, my little microphone thing came out. Hold on, y'all. Y'all still hear me? Can y'all still hear me? Colton, I gotta check out your YouTube channel, man. I may have already. I just got a terrible memory. All right, cool. Just checking because my little thing came out. Trying to tighten this up real quick, y'all. All right, appreciate y'all. Here we go. We're getting back at it. So do y'all like the chest mount better than just sitting over there on the tripod?
No, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Elaborate. Help us all understand what you're talking about.
got a bunch of bird shot in it right now. Oh, they're kicking me off the algorithm. Look, if y'all ain't liked the live stream so far, please like it. So it'll kind of, YouTube will kind of boost my algorithm. I would certainly appreciate it. Right. Now we're working up at the shoulder. It's always kind of, the membrane and everything is kind of difficult at the shoulder. I may have just gotten water in this.
Hopefully y'all can still hear me. It's a big cowhide. Skin fibers are so freaking tough at the neck. You're not going to get everything off. So I just get it super cleaned up. Get as much off that will come off. Here in a couple days, once it's in the pickle bath for a couple days, I'll take it out and really thin all this out. Hopefully that's good. Oh yeah, we're probably gonna call it at the end of this cowhide, which we got quite a bit to do. So probably salt those 2 deer hides that are fleshed but been frozen. Customer did that. He pressure washed them too, so fucking awesome. I remember the first time I tried to do a live stream, try to film all this with a chest mount. I did not like it. Couldn't do it, but it's really not bad. Just gotta get used to it. Alright. Oh yeah, that frame was broke right there. Oh, super simple. You know what I mean? Where it's jointed right there, but a couple 4-inch screws right there and a freaking 2x4, that'll do it. Anyway, sidetracked. Alright, let's get back after it. Take these clips off. Pull this cowhide up so we can work this bottom. Let me go ahead and get that end right there that was overhanging. Whoa. I don't like for them hides to get dirty.
They're gonna get a little bit dirty, but I like to keep them as freaking clean as possible, which is only so clean. Let me get the tip of this part of the neck that was hanging over. Alright, now we're going to just go back to pulling parts of this up. Forgive the filming, I'm going to have to grab a hold of this thing and pull just a little at a time, because I mean this thing is now soaking wet, freaking heavy as all get out. Alright, I'm going to make that work. Probably come over here, pull some of this crap out, stretch it out a bit. Alright. It's just monotonous work. I mean, it's just same thing over and over again. Sit here and do this for a minute. Eventually you'll get it all off. Alright, y'all. I think I'm going to take the chest mount off and just kind of do it without it on. Because it does kind of get in the way a little bit. Not, well, I've dropped this thing 1,000 times.
What's up, Cole?
Man, you always here, dude. I appreciate it. Yo, what's up? Alright. Alright, we'll take this chest mount off. Yeah, we're working on some stuff today, man. I'm glad you appreciate it, Cole. I'm glad to have you, man. You've been here from the get-go, dog. I appreciate it. We got the great microphone, yet again. also gonna be looking for gotta do some gardening. I'll tune in later. All right, thank you for watching. Woo! Don't be up there like that. I don't know why I gotta tell you so many times. What? Get down. Wait, hell. Alright. Man, thank y'all for watching. Man, 2 people took their lights away there. Yeah. Y'all watching. That's half of that giant cowhide done. And now we gotta flip it around and do the other half. I was probably muted right there. Let me see. I was.
weird how that works. Oh yeah, Oak Ridge, man, he rocks. All right. I guess I'll just take this whole thing off. It's a giant cowhide. Absolutely freaking giant. Oh yeah, I get envious of those Brazilian cowhides, how they got them in those freaking factories and they have all that equipment. Just flush these things in like under 30 seconds. I wish. Holy crap. I think I may have done over half of it that first run. I try to do that. That way I'm all. Let me get my clamps. Start clamping the rest as I go. But that way, you know, by the time I'm just about done, I ain't got too much to do. Whenever I'm getting close to the end of this thing. I guess that other one just popped right off. Alright. Oh yeah, I definitely did over half. Didn't even realize it. It's always good. Well, I can't tell you how much this kills my back. That's why I'm excited to build another fleshing stand here so I can stand upright better. So I ain't all bent over and hurting my back. Stuff like that. I thought we did over half. Maybe we didn't. We got pretty close. Just maybe slightly over half. Oh, damn. It's all good. Getting close to being finished now, so that's all that matters. What's going on, buddy? Glad you're here, man. We're gonna get this cowhide freaking done up. We're almost there, about halfway through now. Then we gotta get the salt on them. We're gonna put a bunch of salt on this big giant freaking beast. Like a lot of salt. Like probably a whole 50-pound bag, maybe even more. I got 100 pounds sitting back here right now. Make sure it's all stretched out. This side's been facing the sun, so it's a little dry. So I can kind of have it rehydrated, or at least a little wet whenever I first start. It seems like it makes it easier. I might make some short videos to follow up this particular live stream. I may take some clips out of this live stream. That way to kind of promote people to my live stream. And for all the ones that are watching this and haven't watched it, can actually follow along with the end result of this particular cow hunt. I've been wanting to add more videos and stuff during the summertime, so I think, thinking out loud. You know, you can explain how to do this and what I'm doing, but with a cow hide this big, eventually you're just going to run out of things to talk about because of how long it takes. I mean, you know, one thing is I can't tell, unless I have my test mount on, I can't tell if there's any new comments or people watching, which is kind of a bummer, but that's why I kind of leave it on when I have a lot of people on. Keep up as much as I can, but at some point though, I got to take it off and get this thing done because it needs to get, you know, it needs to drain all this water off of it, and it needs to get salt on pretty quick. This is a real thick hide, so it's going to take a lot of salt to draw out all this moisture. You know, a lot of people say that salt doesn't set the hair, and it may not like directly affect the hair follicle, other than it drawing out moisture and causing the skin around the hair follicle to tighten up. But to me, that's setting the hair. Now, can it still fall out eventually? Absolutely. But as long as you're going to degrease it effectively and put it in a pickle bath, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that's where the hair gets thick. You know, it may not technically set the hair, but that's how that's my way of thinking. Now, anytime I've ever salted hides and brain tanned them, I've had hair split still after salting them. But well, technically, the pickle bath sets that hair, makes it to where it ain't gonna come out no more. But brain tan, if you're not gonna pickle it, then you do run a risk of hair slippage even after you salt it. Just depending on what your tanning methods are, everything like that. But salting the skin is the first step in the preservation process. Oak Ridge, Depression, 323. Yeah, we gotta get this done. Oh, Oak Ridge, how do those, we're doing the soft pans? How they turning out? This is a huge cowhide. I'm talking. My frame is 8 feet wide, 8 feet long. I'm anxious to see how much of the frame this thing just eats up. Probably going to be hanging over the side there, to be honest with That spot right here. Make sure I don't get the freaking camera wet. You'll notice I run down that edge and then I'll come back over here and get the bulk of this stuff. That's what I do every time I hit the edge. It makes it a lot easier for it to separate. That's all big highs anyway. It doesn't matter on little highs. It's a big hide. No doubt. I know pressure washer gets pretty good gas mileage. I've been running this thing on one tank. Good gas mileage, boy. Man, what a freaking mess. Alright, so what we're going to do now. Okay. So what we're going to do now is pull it up and do the bottom edge, pretty much. And then, dude, holy crap, it'll be done. But we got to pick this wet piece of crap up and get it to the frame. It's going to be the only thing, and I might as well just either hit this. What is that? Back leg. Yeah, I'm going to cut that off right there. That's an undesired piece of flesh right here. Don't really need it. Ah, bless. Big skin, y'all. Man. Yeah, I'm going to have to either charge a lot more money than what I do to do these. I'm just not doing it all. To do bull hides. You know, female cows ain't bad to do. They got thick skin, but man, I mean, this is like an inch thick all the way down the hind quarter. Like, this is probably the thickest cow hide I've ever done in my life, to be honest with you. Incredibly thick. You know, yeah, the work is worth the money, but a lot of people don't. A lot of people think so, but the ones paying for it sometimes don't. Sometimes. That's not always the case. I'm just saying. It's a lot of work, man. And people, you know, a lot of folks don't see what all I'm doing or having to do, man, to these highs, and it is a lot of work. I mean, even on YouTube, like, I don't really show a whole lot of what I'm doing. Like, at least not everything. And, man, it's an excruciating amount of work, and it has to be worth it in order for me to do it, right? I mean, otherwise I'm not going to do it. So, pretty much what it boils down to. And over time, you know, kind of quit doing favors for folks because it's got to be worth it to me. Doing favors ain't worth it. You know, here and there maybe, depending on who it is or what, you know, whatever. But yeah, it's a lot of work. A lot of work. I mean, they're all a lot of work. I'm mainly talking about big hives like this. This right here, hives like this one, how thick they are. You know, how wide or long they are is really not the issue. It's how thick that skin is. That's what gets my ability and my mental. Big time. Big time. As long as the money's there, I'm down. I'm gonna have to move this just because, just for a second, because it's gonna get wet right there. Alright, safe now. Oh man, my battery's gonna die. Y'all gotta end this live stream because I don't want my battery to die, but
It's fixing to die. So we're coming on the end of my algorithm anyways, obvious, and that's fine. Y'all, if you're still watching, thank you so much for watching. If you ain't subscribed, please get subscribed. I'm about to finish up this cowhide, and all I'm gonna do is dump salt on it, spread it around, and freaking go inside and get cleaned up. But anyhow, we're at the tail end of it. Wish my battery wasn't gonna die, but it is, and it's all good. Y'all, thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna finish this up. Gonna do another live tomorrow on some deer hides, flushing them and doing some other things, yada yada. So thank y'all for watching, man.